What's up, everybody? It's Joshua. Teach us day number 15, 21 days, 21 rapid ways to win. And today I am in Cayuga County, Georgia, in the town of Turin, established in about 1890. And it's here that they have one of the remaining Rosenwald Schools. So we're talking about reflection today. And today I want to reflect on the value of education, the value of the opportunity to learn. So what I'm reading right now are some lines and chapters out of the autobiography of Booker T. Washington called Up From Slavery. And the reason why this book figures prominently today in reflection is because he and Mr. Rosenwald, who started, if you will, and contributed to a number, about 5,500 Rosenwald schools in America, he had a conversation, was highly impressed by Booker T. Washington. And in their conversations and collaborations, they came up with this idea about building schools for blacks, because at that time, you all, which is crazy, African Americans were paying taxes but could not use the schools that their tax money was paying for. This is during the Jim Crow South, you know, late 1800s, early 1900s, when we were being denied access to learn, access to go to school. And so these schools were built. A fun fact, though, is that Mr. Rosenwald, before he built these schools, he also contributed $25,000 to anybody who would be interested in building a YMCA that would accommodate African Americans. And here's why. Because at that time, there were no hotels that black people could stay at when they went out of town and shopped and on the road and all of this different stuff. And so when they traveled, because there was no hotel, the YMCA became a place where they could lodge and sleep and take showers and things of that nature. So anyway, getting back to the story, why I'm here at these schools, is this school today, is because it helps me understand and appreciate the value of education and what our ancestors did to make sure that we receive one. Some notable individuals attended these schools. You think Maya Angelou, John Lewis, and I think that Mamie Till, Emmett Till's mother. There are others, but these are some that just kind of come to mind. But these schools, again, were built between like 1913 and 1937 or something to that effect. And there are a few surviving ones. And so I was able to go inside now. This actually is the Turin Town Hall. And so where did it get its name from? They say that students at that time, where the town was settled, were either studying Turin, Italy, or individuals might have had some sort of relationship. Maybe the individuals who were working on the railroad here might have been for Turin. But whatever the case may be, today we're talking about reflection, 21 days, 21 rapid ways to win. And I want you all to reflect on lessons learned, but also the schools and education that allows us to learn lessons. Got a good read for you today, Up From Slavery by Booker T. Washington. For sure, this particular book inspired these schools. And so a little bit about Mr. Rosenwald. He was a businessman out of Illinois. From what I read, he grew up not too far from the Lincoln home. I guess that would have been in Illinois. But at any rate, when he was young, President Lincoln was assassinated a few years after he was born. And that's something that I guess weighed heavily on him. I guess all of the stories that came out of the community that he grew up in. And so for a number of different reasons, he liked and took a liking and did a lot of things for African Americans. He was Jewish, German Jewish, but did a lot. And so these Rosenwald schools you see throughout the Southeast, about 15 different states, you'll see them built in. You travel down some of these country roads, these back roads. Today, again, I'm in Cayuga County, Georgia, off of 16. You stumble upon one of these schools. There's a lot of history here. Just something to think about. Come check one out. But we're talking about reflection today, you all. 21 days, 21 rapid ways to win. And I'm challenging you to reflect on lessons learned in the past, as well as all that went into making sure that you could get your lesson, that you could go to school and have an education. And these schools were built by our ancestors. They were cooperatively run. So the African Americans put in a third of the money, Rosenwald put in a third of the money, and then the government, the white government, if you will, at that time, was responsible for managing these schools as well. So the entire community sort of had to come together to make these work. A lot of folks, mixed views and opinions. Some say tear them all down because of what it represents. It represented segregation and that sort of thing. But a lot of folks say, hey, leave them up so that, like for today, I can come and do a teach us lesson from one of the schools. And so, you decide how you feel about them, but they are here. Piece of history,